2006, a group of young individuals were inspired to make a difference. They wanted to make a positive difference in the lives of people around them. And they didn't want to do that sitting behind a desk. They wanted to go actually experience the struggles of the people firsthand, going into the neighborhoods, into their houses, sitting with the families and feeling what they feel day to day. When we went out on the field, we realized that majority of the families that were living in horrible conditions were refugees. Refugees coming in from all over the world and who had been living here for years on end. And even though they've been here so long, they're still struggling to integrate and survive in this society. When we saw that and we studied the situation, we decided to focus our efforts on refugees. And in 2008, Amaanah was officially formed as an organization. Amaanah helps refugees rebuild their lives to becoming self-sufficient and productive members of society.
Amaanah provides refugees with services to help them to become self-sufficient. For example, we provide financial assistance through buying groceries, social integration through events, furniture, whether it's beds, whether there's any donations throughout the community, we try to provide that and bring that to their homes, whether they just got here or we just found out about the family. But what makes Amaanah unique is really, truly the personal touch. We try to establish a relationship with every family that we deal with. We really want to be there and help support them and every step of the way throughout any difficult that they run into. And with that, we try to be a positive influence within their lives.
Educational programs for refugee kids in particular are very important in my opinion, especially students from refugee families because they come into the United States having a language barrier. So today's the last day of the Amaanah summer program and the kids have been working on a end of the summer project and they are going to stand in front of the rest of the kids who are in the program and actually give a 2 to 5 minute presentation and this is a really good opportunity for them to work on their public speaking skills.
Come on.
Just typing.
It's okay. It's okay. Yay, Hakima, you can do it.
Can you do your actions to help your community? Example, plant more trees because the tree provides fruits and shade.
Well, one thing is that while they may not face the same circumstances in terms of violence, for example, they're going to have some difficulties integrating into this new society. And so they need to learn the language, they need to practice the language, they need to learn the culture and some very important practical skills because the lifestyle here is quite different from back home. Have a debate, no matter how much you believe in an issue, you can still somehow compromise and solve your problems.
And I feel like this program will help them catch up with the regular kids and will boost their confidence level in school and at the same time let them have fun learning.
My name is Gina and I'm 7 years old.
Very nice.
In Amaanah we learned like as a group, but in the school we learned like I'm alone and nobody helped us like Amaanah did.
Sometimes being there for someone means more than just handing them a check. There's a family that we had a few months ago. They, when we walked into the apartment, we couldn't believe what we were seeing. The kids had rashes on their arms and they were bleeding. And we asked what happened and we found out that the whole apartment was infested with bugs. They were sleeping on beds that were infested. They were eating from plates that were infested. They were sitting on sofas that were infested with bugs. And we asked, why didn't you go tell the leasing office and, to give you another apartment? They said we tried, but they kept ignoring us because our English is not so good. So we advocated on behalf of that family. We made sure the apartment complex gave them a new apartment. We threw away all their furniture and gave them new furniture. This shows you the role that Amaanah plays in these people's lives. It's not just handing them money, it's being there for them when they really need you. The Congressional Research Committee, which is a research arm of the US Congress, highlighted in a report earlier this year how outdated and flawed the current system to resettle refugees is. Refugees are expected to stand on their own feet, completely independent in 6 months. Someone who's coming to a new culture, a new land, a new environment, a new language, who's been through war, torture, seen family members die, lived in refugee camps, they cannot realistically be on their own feet in 6 months. Unless we do something about this, unless we help these families out, the cycle is going to continue. What we need is your help through time and through donations.
As someone out there on the field, I can tell you we don't understand the magnitude of some of these family situations. Some of them don't even have a choice in being brought here. For instance, one of the families, Adey Al-Azzawi, in 2007, on the way to his sister's house, his car was shot. His eldest son, who was 8 years and a half, was killed. His other son, who was 4 years old, was shot and had to have 8 major surgeries to keep him alive. His wife was also shot while pregnant with baby Nana. They were also separated for a month, and he had no idea where they were.
Amaanah is growing at a staggering pace. More and more people are coming to us requesting help. Now, if you cannot do that, what we would want from you is your time. Come out and see with your own eyes the situation of these people. Come out and volunteer, teach the kids, be a mentor to someone. I could stand here and tell you how bad the situation is, but when you're sitting on a sofa across from one of these families, it's going to hit you in the heart.
يعني ما قدرنا نتأقلم فيها لأنهم كده وأخو. احنا طلعنا من بغداد لأنه
What we need from you is your financial support. Many families are coming to us for help, but we have to turn them down because we don't have the resources. With your financial support, we can help more families become self-sufficient.